Masjid-Al-Aqsa. What is so significant about it? We've lost and forgotten its importance. I've been to Jerusalem, Masjid-Al-Aqsa twice. And I went twice in 1 year. Twice in 1 year, in 2013. And wallahi, I swear by Allah, I sit in this Masjid-e-Ghosia in Bolton. There's not a moment that passes by my mind except I think of Masjid-Al-Aqsa. It is an unbelievable place to visit. And people are scared to go. Muslims are scared to go. Oh, there's a war going on there. What if we get bombed? What if we get killed? Look, there's a high unlikely chance of that happening. But if ever it did happen, don't you want to die in Masjid-Al-Aqsa? You go ask the Palestinian people, those who live in Jerusalem, they will die, they will sacrifice their children, everything just for Masjid-Al-Aqsa and Jerusalem. In 1947, when Palestine came under attack, in 1967 when Jerusalem was taken over by the Jewish, when it was taken over in 1967, many people in Jerusalem were kicked out. Families were kicked out. They were kicked out and they were sent where? Their houses became occupied. There was illegal occupation of the houses taking place. There were Jewish settlements being set up in Jerusalem, Bayt-al-Muqaddas Sharif. And those that stayed there, they stayed there for a reason. Because that land belongs to who? The Muslims. That land belongs to who? The Palestinians. That's the land of the people of Palestine. The people who rightly deserve that land. That land was taken away from them. And the whole world stayed quiet. And what's happening now, I don't want to get into politics, but the truth is that if we do not raise our voices, when you go to and ask the Palestinian people, what do you want? Is there anything you want? They say, we don't want money, man. Don't send us money. There's a good chance your money doesn't even reach us. And how are those people being oppressed in Jerusalem? The oppression is, how expensive meat is. How high rents are. How difficult it is to give good education to your children if you live in Jerusalem. It is very, very expensive. One of the most expensive cities to live in is Jerusalem. And the Muslims are living there in poverty, in difficulty. But they said, we will die here living in poverty, but we will not leave the land of Jerusalem. We will not leave this land. This is our land. And now we are seeing regularly Turkish, Indonesian people are going there. The British Muslims need to go over to Palestine. We can exercise the right. Look, we've got a red passport. We've got power with that passport. No, nothing can happen to us. We'll go everywhere around the world. We'll go to Umrah 100 times. Why don't we go to Masjid-Al-Aqsa? Tell me. Why can't we go to Masjid-Al-Aqsa? The Prophet ﷺ went there. We say we love the Prophet ﷺ so much, we'll do whatever the Prophet ﷺ did, do it then. Nabi Salam went to Masjid-Al-Aqsa. You as a lover of Rasulullah Salam, at least go to Masjid-Al-Aqsa once. At least once. Make your niyyah to go there. And you know what Allah said in the Quran? الَّذِي بَارَكْنَا حَوْلَهُ من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله. From Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, الذي اسم موصول. And then it's sila. باركنا حوله. We blessed. Mubarak حوله, everything around it. Everything around Masjid al-Aqsa is Mubarak. And ulama write everything talking about the whole of Jerusalem is blessed. Do you know why? You know why is Masjid al-Aqsa so blessed? Because this was the place where thousands of Anbiya alayhi salam lived. This was the place where thousands of Anbiya alayhi salam are buried. This is the place where the Sahaba are buried. This is the place where Allah's rahmah descends. This is the place where 124,000 give or take prophets of Allah congregated to read namaz behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is that place. Alladhi barakna hawlahu, we blessed it. We made it Mubarak. And we should run to go and visit this place. The Prophet ﷺ said, you are not allowed to visit any three places except three. You're not allowed to visit any place. لا تشد الرحال إلا إلى ثلاثة مساجد. وكما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام لا تشد الرحال. Don't travel. Don't travel except to three places. Masjid-al-Haram, Masjid-al-Nabawi, and Masjid-Al-Aqsa. The Prophet ﷺ said Masjid-Al-Aqsa. The first masjid to have ever been built on this earth, was Masjid-Al-Haram. 40 years after Masjid-Al-Haram, Masjid-Al-Aqsa was built. It's the second masjid to be built on this earth. The significance of Masjid-Al-Aqsa, Muslims have forgotten about. What do you think Salahuddin spent all his life doing? Al-Ayyubi rahmatullah alayhi. Sayyidina Sultan Salahuddin spent his life wanting to liberate Palestine for the Muslims. Sayyidina Umar bin al-Khattab liberated it for the Muslims. It became under liberation and the Muslims were under control. Because Muslims have become weak, especially in the last 150 years. Many fitnas have arisen outside of Islam and within Islam as well. Within Islam, fitnas have risen. Whether it's in Saudi Arabia and the Wahhabi regime, whether it was in Turkey with the Ataturk, or whether it was in India through the British and the Qadiani and the Bandis and the extreme Khawarij that were there.